Good afternoon, good evening. My session, entitled Satellite Earth Observation and Disaster Risks, is going to be chaired by the South African National Space Agency and the European Space Agency. Panelists in this session are coming from different 7 countries, including 4 from Africa. They'll show you that satellites are not a toy for the rich or spies in the sky. They're just essential tools. And these are essential tools because they have a part to play in all different types of disaster categorization. Major disasters in Africa, for example, pose a lot of economic and livelihood problems. But due to satellites, a lot of work has been done where preparedness is necessary for us to actually save major disasters. One of the regions in Africa, the Horn of Africa, for instance, is prone to so many disasters, including droughts and floods. But an early warning system using satellite images and data has been done, and this has saved a lot of people and economy in this poor part of the world. This also means that we are not only looking at where the floods are or where the droughts are, but we use a lot of information to categorize or to map the areas of severe droughts, and this is very important for resource utilization. From the Horn of Africa to South Africa, satellites have played a major role in not only detecting land use and land cover change, but also floods as it happens in one of our rivers. This goes on to show that satellites have a very big part to play. Namibia is one of those countries that is often looked at as if it's arid, but of late they have experienced major flooding. With the help of satellite images, routes of evacuation have taken place, and also the impact on economy and others has been lessened. Many satellites are doing this. NASA, for instance, clearly show the impact of floods, and in our session, all these things are going to be discussed. Our own satellites in South Africa, a NURI satellite, the Sumbandira satellites, which means Pathfinder, has also contributed to identification of floods in our neighborhood. What else do we want? Come and hear more about what we have in our session, even in the new satellites. South Africa is not new to disasters. There's so many disasters in South Africa, including floods and droughts and all that. And all this will be discussed, and the important use played by satellites will be talked about in our session. Disasters, fire is one of those things in Africa that we think is natural, but a lot of land is burnt every year because of fire. Satellites have played a very major role in that they can spot hotspots of fire. And this information is brought to the ground and people have enough time to prepare. Satellite data, whether old or new, is extremely important. Here, it has been used to look at past deformations. So even if you have old one, it's extremely very important. Our session will show that we need all this data to be able to understand our areas. Urbanization and agricultural production are these key environmental issues because urbanization can have impacts on disasters. But satellites can show us where these urban areas are, and we can even save money from infrastructure. But we not only show where it is, we use land use and land cover change to be able to model which areas or which human activities are actually bringing more floods and droughts. International collaboration has done great work, and our session will show you some of this. The International Charter, for example, is trying to look at all these data sets of satellites and make them available to even those countries in Africa that are not signatory to these charters. Satellites, there are many of them, spying or looking at our planet. Why are there so many? What are they doing? Come and see. I'm more intrigued to see these all-weather satellites and what they have and implication they have on our countries. Global environmental issues or environmental issues are becoming more global and more widespread. And satellite data and applications have got this huge potential to create these huge data sets globally so that we can be able to understand issues like climate change. We are looking in anticipation, especially us from Africa, to the new generation of Earth observation satellite. The Sentinel I have had is going to give us more timely and very good data in environmental and protection. If you want to know, come and be with us and we'll show you. Disasters are increasing everywhere. Our vulnerabilities is also increasing. One disaster is a disaster too late. In our session, we will show you that we can be able to identify and see these disasters. Come join us, where we will tell you everything about disasters. Thank you.